Hello, my dashers. It's another lovely week here in Dasherville, and I am literally exhausted this week. So, clearing out a whole entire house and literally getting to the bare bones again for pictures in order to sell the house. Um, was more of a feat than I realized. And just how much stuff you accumulate is beyond anything that you can imagine. So, having not only my things, but my parents' things and everything else, you don't realize how many nooks and crannies you have in the house. And today I actually had help from Deb where we literally knocked out so much stuff today. It was incredible. Hey, Donna, how are you? Can't wait to hear about what's been going on and on. Oh, yes. So it has been, so the house is almost completely like bare bones, like nothing, like I've gone through the garage. I've gone through both bedrooms, the living room, the kitchen, the dining room, both bathrooms. So the only thing I have left really is my all my bead room, my craft room, in which I am going ahead and organizing. While so I actually got my little cabinet here for all of the beads and all of the resin and all of the things to go in the van. So when I travel, I have my jewelry business with me so I can make things on the road. But I also have stuff that will go into Dasherville, into the garage home when that is complete. So that is where all the extras are going. Hey, Rose. Hey. Let's see. Rose is dropping the link. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Dropping those links for me. Thanks, Rose. Lori, hey, how's it going? How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Everybody's saying hello. Yes, it has been. So basically, what I have done, I've done a 3-box or 4-box system, really. And it's one for keep, one for emotional later, okay, one box for donations, and one box for trash. Now, originally I had a keep must and a keep maybe. And I decided that was just too many boxes. So just keeping it 4 is quite simple. Donation, keep, or emotional later. And the emotional later is because, you come across some pictures. Oh man, look at this picture. I remember this and I remember that. And you get sidetracked so easily. So being able to just go through and yes, I don't need. No, I don't need for sure. This I want to keep. This I want to keep. Now, here's the thing about the keep box because you end up having a lot more keep than you think. So once you get rid of your donations and your trash, you get your emotional later box, but then go through, empty out the keep box and go through it again. You will be amazed at how much stuff you're like, why? Am I really going to need this? Am I really going to use this? If the answer is no, or a lot of us say, oh, well, I may need that in the future. Yeah, chances are you probably don't need it. So either donate it or sell it or do whatever. Because I went through all my camping gear and you would not believe how many cook sets I had. And I'm like, I'm not going to need these. I'm not going to use them. So I gave away, put it into the donation box, or the garage. I call it the donation slash garage sale because I will have a garage sale first, and whatever I don't sell goes to the donation. So at least, I mean, last weekend we had one and for one day and I made like $200, but a lot of people could use the stuff that I had. And I was more than happy to just be like, hey, I made a little money off of it and that was fine with me. So, and people got some good stuff at, cheap, cheap, cheap prices, which is fine. At least, it was gone. you know, that's always a good thing, right? Let's see what we got here. Um, in pain but pressing on. Oh, well, I will pray for you, Lori, because I know it stinks being in pain. Nobody ever wants to be in pain. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button for Lisa. Ah, thanks, Rose. So basically, I went through each room, did the initial sweep and say, okay, that's donation, that's trash. If anything was broken or, not mended, or clothes that I looked at and saw rips or tears, they went in the trash. Anything that was, could be Goodwill, fine. I had a nice, almost brand new jacket. Now I think I've worn it twice. Don't use it. It went to Goodwill. Seriously, or I mean, donations. Angelica's first and then Goodwill second. Angelica is for a woman's shelter. So I would rather give it to them. But if they've got no room for it or so on and so forth, I'll give it to Goodwill. So that kind of is what's going on. Thank you. Thank you for the prayers. Yes, everyone. Lori needs some prayers, everybody. So we know how we do it. Heavenly Father, please make sure that Lori receives your blessing of healing and a swift, to relieve the pain and pressure that she's currently feeling. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. So we can all do that. Why not? What the heck? Power and prayer, people. Power and prayer. So back to that. I still have the shed. Which, believe you me, is insane. And Rose can tell you how insane inside of that shed is. There are so many nooks and crannies in there that I shoved a whole bunch of stuff. And literally, I'm like going, if there's anything that I can't use or anything, it's, I'm going to put out 3 tarps. Instead of doing it in boxes, I will do it in tarps. Because I'll have the donation, I'll have the keep, and I will have the emotional later. Because again, I'm not just reducing mine, I'm also reducing my parents, who had passed away and they had 52 years worth of stuff. So yeah, it's insane. Yay, amen. So I gotta tell you, the 4-part system: keep, donation, emotional later, and trash. So keeping it at 4 is simple to just be like this. Do I need it? No. Do I need it? No. Do I really need it? No. Do I like it? Yes. Do I need it? No. Okay. Donation. And I have really downsized. I was pretty shocked, of the stuff that I said I wanted to keep. And then when I went through it a second time, it's like, really? Do I really need this? Do I really want to keep this? And, I had a lot of stuffed animals and stuff that I had while I was going through cancer. I think I only kept 2 of them. And I got rid of like 4 or 5. Like, nope, I don't need to be reminded. I'm good. I have 1 or 2 that are close to me, and that's it. The rest, I'm like, okay, thanks. Off to donation or garage sale it goes. When I say donation, say garage sale first, and then whatever's left goes to donation. So that's basically the system that I am using, and it is making a life-changing event because I'm able to quickly do the rooms. I think I did the garage. I have a washroom, the kitchen in one night. I had the living room, dining room, and both bathrooms the second night. I had the 2 bedrooms I did today. And tomorrow I have my bead room, which I know is going to take forever. I didn't realize how many beads I really had and how many jewelry making items I do have. And wow, I got to tell you, it's like an eye opener. I'm like, yeah, I won't be buying beads for quite some time. I will be selling what I have. And then once I get rid of some of the inventory I have, then I will go ahead and reorder some stuff. But wow, unbelievable. Hey, Tim, my brother from another mother. Tim's in the house. Mo bang for your buck. And everybody's saying hello. Tim's in the house. So, Dasherville. All right, I know y'all want to have an update on Dasherville. What's going on, right? So, I have applied for the building permit and have gotten the building permit. And I've found somebody to lay the concrete pad. So it's a 30 by 50 with a 20 by 20 pad for driveway for cars to sit. So, but it's going to have the rebar, it's going to have the cross, it's going to be built. It's going to have the door, I want to say like ledge, the door ledge. I have 2 doors. I have a French door in the back and I have a regular door in the front for the front door. Looked at the windows. I know what windows I'm getting, 36 by 72. So they're really nice. Single, I don't have a double hung. I have a single hung. Windows, I have 5 of them. I have the French window and the front door windows have the blinds in the middle. Yay. So I don't have to worry about curtains or anything like that for it. Yes, I'm all for that. And let's see, I have to contract a plumber, which is what I'm looking into now. So you have to lay the plumbing in for the kitchen and the bathroom, which are side by side. So, or as in Rhode Island say, side by each. And I'm basically going to have to map out and have the plumbing put in before the concrete is poured because it needs to be in there. Otherwise, you're going to be cracking concrete to get that in later. So I have to get the plumber first in order for the concrete to be laid. And then once the concrete is laid and the permit I already have, I can then go to the builders of the actual garage or the building who will come out and build the barn, basically, or build the garage. And once that happens, I also have to order a garage door, which I found a fantastic deal for an insulated garage door 10 by 10. Yay. So, woohoo, happy about that. And then, we start putting it together. So it's slowly coming together where if I contract the plumber and we get the plumber out and we get the concrete poured, I call the builders and send them the pictures. Then it's 2 weeks after that, they will come out to actually build the building. So, yeah, it's going to be quite fun, guys. Okay. Hi, keeping up with Colorado. Everybody's saying hello, hello. Gotta love it. So what do you guys think? I mean, I am literally stressing out the fact that, it's crazy, really. I mean, think about it. I'm actually selling the house and actually moving into the van full time. As you can see, I bought a microwave. I'm getting the beads up. I made a storage up here. I made this up here. So there's storage, for things up there. I'm slowly outfitting the van for full time. Like, nah, I needed to have a microwave. There's just no way around that. I'm not gonna do reheats or leftovers in reheating them up in a pan. Just make it work. 10 by, well, that's just the garage door. It's 15 by 30. So I have a nice, good parking bay for Fuzzy here when she goes in there because I can put the pop top up. She's 12 feet tall. So she's 12 feet tall with a 10-foot door. So I'm like, yes. So I'll have enough room to do the pop top while I'm inside, while living in a garage. So when I'm at home base. But when I'm not at home base, it's going to be an open area until I can put in the walls and all that fun stuff, and the insulation and the wiring and this and that. That all comes down the line. But the building itself will be up and ready to go. So you can come to Florida to play with me. Wow, you going to Florida? I'll have to give you a call. I think it's exciting that you're doing this and getting it done. I'm very excited. And it's scary. It's exciting, but it is exhausting. And, it's kind of like all the emotions in one. I'm excited. I'm scared. I'm anxious. I just want it over with and done. I'm tired. It seems to be like the whole gamut. But I know when everything is said and done, I won't have a mortgage payment. I mean, think about that. I have an acre of land with no bills. Hello. Even my electric bill. I mean, my electric bill will be very little because I'll be on the road. So I won't be using that much electric. So my monthly bills will be like, $20. I'm like, okay, I'm good with that. That works for me. Awesome, Lisa. I know, right? Yeah. Oh, Pam's on. Hello, Pam. Oh, you're going to Key West? Nice. 3 national parks to explore. Oh, that's right. You went from doing the state capitals to national parks. Is that what you're doing? Rose dropping links again. Pam. The blood, sweat, and tears will be worth it in the end. You know what? I I think it will be. Because looking at the acre that I have and doing things down the road, once I get everything and I learn about electricity and I learn about plumbing and I learn about septic and all of these things with my home, that I could make out rentable, like, pads down my property, because it's a skinny lot. It's 1 acre. It's 100 feet in the front and then 439 feet back. So it's a lot that I could each make, a nice little secluded area to either Airbnb out, or, if my van life friends come to Dasherville or something, but I will have hookups on each one. So or build a tiny house and have like a tiny house Airbnb right on down the line. Who knows? I mean, but that's later on down the road. That's nothing that has to be done right now. First things first is to get my home done. And that's all I'm going to do at the moment. It's scary, though. I'm not going to lie. Yep. Are you doing another driveway or staying for a few days? I'm driving very slow this time and stop and see the things on the way. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, doing that too. I have to agree with you, Tim. I plan on going back up to Rhode Island for the summer to see my kids before and then making my way slowly over to in September, or October, I've got to be at the beet harvest. So I will make my way to the beet harvest, do the beet harvest in October, and then come home maybe for a month or two for the holidays, and then go to courtside for January, maybe stay there till April. Who knows? I don't know. Because this year I do have my kids with me, so I need to be back here in Texas for Christmas holiday. So, yeah. But I plan on taking my sweet time, and I'll have to stop by Chicago, Tim. So, wink, wink. Nice. Sign me up too. I'll come visit. 300 miles a day, and that's the way to do it. I was traveling about 500 or 600 miles per day, and that's like a good 6 to 8 hours. And honestly, man, if I could just do the 300 a day, that make the trip so much more enjoyable. I think you can stop at the small towns that interest you and take a look around. And that's what I plan on doing, and especially with the channel, so I can actually go out and film these things and say, here's a mom and pop diner that actually was really good, or this town has its own little secrets, and here's the legend about this, and find it out from the locals. These are things that I really like to do, is do the investigative reporting on a small town that just pops up out of nowhere. And I'm looking forward to actually doing van life full time. Now, granted, I still have to work on Dasherville because I do have to get my home ready, and my kids are coming in December. So I do have to spend some time in actually building out, because they can't come here and live in my, sleep in my van while we're, that's just not right. So I'm going to make sure that, the house is done by December for sure, because my kids are coming out to visit me for the holidays. You're an inspiration for us, Lisa. Well, you know what? It's time, And another thing about wonderful, YouTube and the influencer, I have applied and have made my 3 videos and everything else to be an Amazon influencer. So I have my own storefront with Amazon. I'm making review videos on things that I've purchased. I'm also doing my suggestions of everything that I've bought that I do use in the van. So I'm putting all of those in there. So once I do get quote unquote approved, I'm going to put those links in all of my posts. So then you guys can just go and see. Again, it'll be not commission, affiliate. You doesn't cost anything to you guys at all. It's just, if you click and you buy something, then I get a small fee from Amazon to promote it. So it's the same as an Amazon associate, but this is specifically for an influencer. I've been approved for the influencer program, and right now I'm in the review stage of the 3 videos that I submitted. So there's things that are coming on with that. I'm also going to update my YouTube page as far as affiliate links for now, and put all of that fun stuff in there, which should be entertaining. I am making a Facebook group page for my Dashers. So, privately. So it will be not public. So all of my Dashers can leave messages and things like that for me. And I will also put that link in for those that want it. Hey, old Van, get West Azura. Boop, boop. Having some fun. Boop, boop. Oh boy, the day I get to travel and can visit, you guys better run. Because I'm going to want to meet all y'all. Oh, heck yeah. We want to meet you too. Shoot. When I'm coming through, don't think that I'm going to stop. If I'm in Colorado, girl, I'm stopping. Who says that you got to go anywhere? We gonna follow you. Thanks for putting the link, but I don't do videos. It's all right. You do great reviews, so they will be happy to have you. Well, we'll hope so. Like I did the KitchenAid, I did the KitchenAid hand mixer that I've bought 5 years ago and still use. And it's a hand mixer, but it's like having a freaking full mixing bowl. But in a van, you can't have something like that, you know? So these are things that I recommend that I use here in the van. And now because I've got Fuzzy that's a little bit bigger, so yay. But I also included the stuff I used for rickshaw. So for the little ProMaster City one. So these are things that have worked for me. And again, so hopefully cross my fingers. I should know hopefully within a week, maybe 2, once I get accepted into the influencer program. You have 3 tries to actually become an official Amazon influencer. So I'm in the process, crossing my fingers that will work. Any prayers? Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Please, please, please. It's another extra income and revenue. So, got to help the channel out some way. I don't either. It's all good. You're here. It's all that matters. So that pretty much has sweet. I know, right? That pretty much brings it up to date of what is really going on with Dasherville, with the sale of the house. I'm also got a couple of dealerships that are looking into purchasing rickshaw, which is great because Lord knows, I mean, if I get the house sold and rickshaw sold, then that's like, shoot, I think it was $3,000. No, $2,600 or $2,800 a month. I don't have to worry about. So, yeah, that's huge. So crossing my fingers that everything works out that way. But there's a lot going on with Dasherville and getting, the building up and the concrete and the plumber. And I do have the permit, but I don't have, the concrete in order for the building to be put up. And also, I want to get Tyvek. So there's a vapor barrier and, the windows I have to order. I have to order the garage door, and then I have to find the installers for the garage door. And oh my gosh. Oh my. Thank goodness the people who are building the building is also going to install my windows and doors. Yay. So being able, I have to like put down exactly at 3 feet, 38 inches is what I want, the window 1 and window 2. Here's the door. Here's the French door, So it's a lot of planning and a lot of sitting down and going, okay, how do I really imagine this house to look? Or how do I really want this house to be? And I think I've got a good design. And I think it's going to work for me. I don't need anything big. I don't need this huge space. Everybody's like, no, I don't need anything big. I lived in 199 square feet for 3 years. Perfectly happy. And I was perfectly happy with that. So it doesn't take much for me to live comfortably. And so being able to live in a van for me is not that big of a deal. It's exciting, but I'm scared. I can't wait for a visit. I hope I can take you to eat so we can talk each other's head off. Oh boy, we do that now. Okay. For everyone that knows, me and my mother held the record for on the phone for 5 hours straight. My mom and I. And everyone knows how close I was with my mother. And so 5 hours I spoke to my mom. Yeah, well, Lori and I, we got to talking one day and we beat that record. I don't even know. I think it was 5.5 hours or something like that. But I couldn't believe it. I have never talked that much on a phone for so dang long. And everyone, Lori and I broke that. Oh my God. I'll never forget it. That was funny. Um, that would be huge to have those two things sold. Oh, it would be a weight lifted beyond a weight, because me not having an income coming in at the moment, and me trying to build up the business, as well as trying to move, as well as trying to get the new Dasherville done. There's so much on my plate that it's hard to make an income, build a business, and build a home at the same time. So having the house sold and everything else where that financial burden has been lifted from me is huge. Huge. Because the only thing I would really have to pay is this van, my cell phone, and my internet. Because my insurance, I pay for my car insurance for the whole year straight off the bat. So I don't have a monthly payment for that. I pay it you get a cheaper price if you pay it off for the whole year. So I pay it off for the whole year, and then I don't worry about a bill for the whole every single month, which is great. Now I have those bills. I still have my child support that I have to pay. But other than that, that's my bills. I'm okay with that. Groceries and gas. That's it. I'm okay with that. Do you still have the GoFundMe going? Yes, I do. I still have that. I have to look for the oh boy. I have to look for the link. Let me make sure. That's a good let me see. Let's see if I can get it real quick. Yep. For those that don't know, I helped Rose get into a van, and it came out of my pocket, which I have no problem with. And but this was to help pay some of that back, and because she's, determined. Hold on for 1 second while I've got to do this real quick. 8-2. All right, and they want to make sure that it was me. Woo! All right, let's see what I got. So far, we raised $1,600. Yay! So let me... All right, let me do this real quick, and voila! Boom! Ooh. Over 3, yeah, about 5 hours. Jeez, we had a lot to talk about, I guess. Lisa's so easy to talk to. Do you have the same thing with van insurance and cell phone? Pay for the whole year at one time? Exactly. It's the only way to go. That way you know what's coming up. I know that my bill's coming up in June. I know I've got to pay for my insurance in June for the year. So I know what's coming up. I'm putting aside monies each month to go, okay, I know it's going to be around $1,600 for the year, but then when it's done, it's done. Boom. I know what's coming up. So having to put money aside for that is fine. I'm okay with that, because then I don't have the whole monthly, oh God, I got to pay this bill on this time. It is such the biggest pain. I know, right? That is the GoFundMe. Yes, it is, Tim. What auto insurance do you use? Is your van insured as a car or an RV? It's actually an RV. It's listed as an RV because it was purchased by Pleasureway Tofino, which has its RV insurance. And it's with Progressive. So because it is not a DIY and Pleasureway has been around forever in a freaking day, um, Progressive recognizes it as an RV. Thank God. So I have Progressive. Rose and Lisa are both awesome women, very honest ladies. That many things. Aw, thanks, Lori. We're all a group. We're all a good group of people here. We're all just one big family. Everybody's saying, hey, hey, Zor. So, yeah, as you can tell, it is a full plate, but that's okay. I am slowly getting through it, but I'm making huge progress that I think not this weekend, but the next, and not today. Today's Sunday. So next weekend I will have the garage sale. Whatever doesn't sell, I'm gonna automatically take to the donation between the women's shelter and Goodwill. So whatever the women's shelter gets first crack at whatever I have left, and then the rest will go to Goodwill. And then everything will be ready for the professional photographers to come in to take the house pictures to put it on the market. Ah! During that time, I will be in the property on the property, but I will probably start living at the other property because if they want to do an open house or somebody wants to see it, they're going to come through and so on and so forth. So I will have that ready for people to go into the house whenever. And I will live on my other property. I do have Ring. I do have security system. So I know if I'm not living there, if somebody is in there that should not be there. And once it's on the market, but I will be pretty close by. I will probably be pretty close by. And living in the van is actually going to be a plus because I really don't have to go to the property. I don't have to go to Dasherville per se. Dasherville is about 40 to 50 minutes away from my current position, where the house currently is. So it's still kind of a distance, but not. But where I would be living is starting to get, within 15 minutes of this home. So if somebody's there that shouldn't be there, believe me, I'll know. Which is a good thing. I'm an honest dude. Yeah, you are. Family products yet, Lisa? I know the t-shirts. Yeah, working on that one too. I have to get the right vendor because I looked at some vendors that will do drop ship, and I wasn't impressed with the quality because of course I'm not going to just put out some crap. I want some quality stuff. If you're going to pay $20 for a t-shirt or $15 for a t-shirt, it better dang well be a nice quality. So some of the t-shirts that I got as samples, I was not impressed with them at all. So I was like, no, thank you. And we'll see how that. I am still working on that. Yes. Hey, Nora. half as much a car insurance costs. It's amazing. Well, and also because rickshaw is actually listed as a car. It was the only reason that I could double up on the insurance with Progressive because this is considered an RV. So they wouldn't have insured two cars, but they insured the under one person. One person couldn't have two cars. One person can have one car and something else. Now, whether it, even if you have a son or whatever, that's still under the son's name. But mine is strictly one's for a car and one's for an RV. So Progressive was like, you're fine. Yay. Yes, he is. Absolutely. Totally agree with you. Everybody's saying hi. So it has been kind of crazy, but I am really happy that everything is. Hey, Carol's in the house. Got in just under the fire. Well, you're just saying hi. Thank you, Carol. You're not under the wire. You're just in time. Yes, exactly. Keychains, cups, stickers, t-shirts, all of that stuff is the full merchandise for family. But I have different what do you call it? Graphics for each one. I think it's kind of cool that, I'm going to trademark family. It's VAN-MAILY. Family. So I'm like, yes, because we're, whether we're in a car or, RV or whatever, we're all family. We're van life. Everybody's saying hi. Everybody's saying hi. Gloria's Life on Wheels. Yes, check her out. Absolutely. So, yeah, although, I'm getting gray hairs and everything else, I got a lot accomplished this week. So, building permit, located a concrete guy that I can work with. I have to contract a plumber. I did find my windows. I did find my doors, my two doors, and my garage door. I need to find a garage door installer. Other than that, everything else has pretty much been squared away. Got the building who's going to install the windows and doors. Yeah. So there's a lot going on, and probably within the next few weeks is, they'll probably have the concrete and the plumber. I'm sure I've gotten 3 quotes coming in for plumbers. Yay. To get the plumbing in for the kitchen and the bathroom. And yeah, so who would think that having all the funny thing about it is the permit process to do all of this stuff, it is the most bizarre thing ever. In the county that I am actually purchasing the land and everything else, they just want to know you're building something. Okay. That's the only permit that I have to get. They don't they don't have inspections. They don't have any occupancy. They don't have any of that stuff. They're like, you build what you want on your land until the government tells us otherwise. It's pretty much do what you want. We just need to know that you're building something. What? Really? Don't we have to get the electric inspector or, no, what you build is your business. Okay. Sounds good to me. If you hurry, Carol, you can get to Florida tomorrow. I'll be there. Oh, this is a tiny home on a foundation? No, it is a barndominium. So it is a steel building, uh, like like a steel garage that I am building out into a barndominium. So one half, or one third of it or something, 15, the first 15 feet out of 50. So 15 feet is the garage, and then the 25 feet, yeah, 25 feet is the living space, and then 10 feet for an outdoor porch. So I have a total of 30 by 50. So slab, and then I have a 20 by 20 pad for 2 cars outside of my garage door. So that pretty much is the footprint of the garage, the metal building that will be there. Now on the inside, I need to do the spray foam insulation. I need to do the wiring. I need to do the electrical wiring, the mini splits. I've already had the windows and doors that are going to be installed. But all of these things, drywall, framing, all that stuff, I'm going to be doing. Yes. So as if I'm building a tiny house, but I'm building it in a metal building. So hope that answers your question. I have a damn nervous breakdown with permits and I know, right? Permits, buildings, inspections, violations. Yep. None of that. They don't have any of that. I couldn't believe it. How are they going to tax your addition besides the land? Right now it's taxed as a garage because it's exactly what it is. It's a garage. It's not a home yet. It's just going to be a shell because it's just for me to park my van in, and then I'm going to open up my side door, do my pop top, and I'm going to live inside my van inside my garage. It's not going to be a home until later. Now, I my sister hasn't built her home yet, so she's also done the same thing where they've built a garage, but they're using it as a workout room, so it's not for occupancy. So I don't know if maybe I do have to get an occupancy permit, but I'm not quite sure on that one yet. So I'm learning as I go. I'm learning as I go. Nice, just one permit. I know. Did you tell us already or not? No big. Where is this now? It is northeast of Houston. So that is where I am in the northeastern section of Houston. Currently, I'm strictly north of Houston, and then I'm moving to northeast of Houston. Crazy that you don't need inspections. I know, it seems nuts, but they're like, until somebody says something, we don't care. You're building something, it's your land, you do what you want. Okay. Well, I wasn't going to argue. So, I mean, I could ask them later when I get closer to occupancy, when I'm actually consider it a home. But when I ask them, hey, what I want to do is I want to build a garage, and then I want to build out a home inside the garage. And they're like, we don't care. Oh, okay. They didn't tell me, well, you're going to need this inspection and this. They didn't do any of that. So gray areas, but I'm definitely going to go to the city hall and actually ask them. Build what you want on your own land. Yeah, they're pretty much Texans, where I'm going. They're pretty much, hey, your land, you do what you want. That's great if you're building something, but not if you're buying a house that wasn't inspected. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of curious. So I will probably be going down to the city hall, to the county hall, to find out exactly what the procedure is. I'm getting a lot of conflicting things from my information. So I think if I just go down and ask the questions myself, I will be more confident in knowing that this is really truly the fact. Exactly. That's it. I'm moving to Texas. It's hot down here, man. Yeah, they're pretty much. Oh, hey. Deb's online, everybody. That's my sister. Free country. Texas, here we come. Hey, Adele. Deb's in the house. Your sister selling 1 acre? Now there's 13 next to us. Yes, I am still in Texas. I will be staying in Texas. Well, I should say the homestead will be in Texas. The home base will be in Texas. Yes. Now I'll be living in the van. Let's be real. You have an awesome governor. Everybody's saying hey. Don't ask, don't tell. That's a military thing. Don't ask, don't tell. Laura's saying hello to Deb. Listening. Thanks, Elsa. Yes, so that is pretty much has been the update, everyone. I know it's crazy, slow on the videos and everything else, but with the house being literally, I mean, wait to see the before and the after pictures. You're all going to be like, what? The pictures of what it looked like, and then what I actually, what it actually became from this 4-box system, and being able to knock it out. Now that I've refined it, I'm able to knock out a lot of things. My whole secret is the fact, do a keep box, but after you do the keep box and you're done with the room, go back through that keep box and make sure it's something you want to keep. If you are like, I could use it, but not use it, it's gone. It's gone. And you will be amazed at how much do you really keep and how much is literally decluttered out the door. You will be amazed. I mean, between the 2 rooms, I have 2 keep boxes, and I had 4 or 5 donation garage sale boxes, a lot of broken trash out the door, and that's pretty much it. It's amazing. Emotional later, yeah, that box is going to take me a while. So those, I had 1.5 of emotional later boxes that I have to go through. They were old papers that my parents had, and things like that. I got to make sure that there's nothing that I need to know, and be able to shred those, and legal documents and this and that. I have to make sure that that's something. So those are emotional laters, and pictures and videos and things like that, like DVDs and things like that. Those things I'll have to sit and do. So I only have 1.5 of that. So that's not so bad. But those, again, I don't have to do them right now. I can actually move them all the way to Dasherville and then go through them at that time. But it's nothing that I have to sit down right now and do. So, and I don't have to decide whether I'm going to keep it or leave. It's an emotional later. That can be literally later. And that's no time frame. So it can be a year from now. But I will post emotional later, pictures, DVDs, legal documents from bedroom 2, which I know when I packed it what bedroom 2 was, file cabinet, bedroom 2, legal documents. Okay, I know what this box is. So I can take a look at it when I'm ready to take a look at it. That's why I call it the emotional later box, EL box. So definitely sped up the process, like big time. Because I'm not sitting there, well, I got to go through this paper and this paper and this paper and this. Later. Do it when you have the time. It could be a year from now, it could be 2 years from now, but you've got it in a box and it's can be later. Let's see. Everybody saying hi. It's a barn. Okay, it's a barn. You are my guru. You know, I started doing that, but I couldn't understand. I couldn't explain it. Today, my sister Deb came over, and I was able now to refine the process. 'Cause originally, I had 5 boxes, and that's just too much. So, and the 5 boxes were different, including trash. So really 6. There were, and I was like, no, this is stupid. This isn't. I can't do. That's too many. It's too much. It has to be quick. It has to be boom, 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 boom. So Deb came over, we refined it. So now I'm able to get a better grip on it. So I am going to redo a video that I was going to post, and because it just seemed too much. It was too much for something that is so simple. And so today we were able to knock out 2 rooms like nobody's business, like bam, 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 bam. And it was great. So, and they were full of, I mean, unbelievable, full of stuff. So being able to do that was huge. So now being able to refine that, I'm able to teach something that or a process that could help people totally downsize, because it is daunting when you look at how much stuff you have and how daunting it is to go through every piece of everything in that house. How do you really get through and get it done? Because I started doing this and this, and then I get distracted, and then the boys, the dogs would start barking, or then I got to eat, and then I got to, oh yeah, that's right, I was doing this. You get sidetracked so easy. This kept me on point. It kept me going. I was like, boom, 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 got it knocked out. So much easier. So yeah, I agree with you. I will be putting out a video. In fact, tomorrow I'm actually going to film it, because I have to redo the filming that I did. Just totally, to me, it seemed like it was all over the place and I didn't like the edits. So I was like, no, it's too confusing. It's not simple enough. I mean, keep it simple, stupid. Really, keep it simple. Kiss me. Because honestly, it's the best way to go. Now that I've got it, you bet it's coming. Cool. Can't wait to see that downsizing clean out vid. Yeah, it's really going to be good. Hey, honey. Larissa's in the house. All right, everybody. That's pretty much going to do it for this week. Again, a pretty big week. Starting to slowly move into the van with my nice, 700-watt microwave. I've got my beads cabinet coming in. I've got some storage that I made up here. Little small projects of actually moving into this van. I've got to put Nora's wonderful Pride of Place painting. Yes. So I'm going to have that, and I've got to find the best place for it. And then, start decorating and everything. It's kind of bland right now, guys. Sorry, but as you know, house to get sold is the priority. And then I'm going to work on the van while I'm, in it full time. So that seems to be where it's going at. Crazy, I know, right? Way to support. Yep. Good night off. Thanks, Tim. Have a great week. Thank you everyone for showing. If you are a content creator, please put a big old C. See? And if you're my moderator, go ahead and drop your links. If it is a C and it doesn't have a link, that's okay. Just click on the picture and say go to channel. You can subscribe to anyone on this feed. Uh, More than happy to. We have a great group of people here in my Dashers. I love you all. Yes, thanks for joining me. Stick to, this week I'm probably going to put it out. I am aiming for Wednesday. Yes, actually start putting video content out because there's so much going on that I am going to start carrying my DJI Pocket 3, Osmo Pocket 3, literally on my hip. That everything that I do this week, I am going to freaking film it because y'all should know it is not easy. If anyone says that it's easy to downsize or easy to figure out how to do, it's so overwhelming that you all have to understand. So I'm going to actually bring you on for the week, and you guys are going to be shocked at what all the things that you have to do in 1 week. So anyways, thank you everyone for joining me. I love you all. I love the chit chat, everybody. So thank you for joining C for content creators, keeping up with Colorado. Okay. She's a content creator. Go ahead and click on her picture. Yes. No channel. Yes, Nora is Arcuda 2001. She is an excellent painter. I have one of her paintings that is going in my van, probably on the cabinet, which is my artistic outlet for me is my beads and my jewelry and my, crafting of weaving and resin and all that stuff. So I literally have a 9-drawer little cabinet here for all of that kind of fun stuff coming into the van so I can travel with my business. Yay. It's later on down the road. But thank you everyone for joining. I do appreciate you. And as always, hey, stay safe out there. And as always, stop dreaming it and start living it. Love you all. See you next week. Bye.